Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I'm just going to show you guys how to freshen up your makeup. I feel like I will go throughout the day and I'll have makeup on my face for, let's say, this has been about 7 hours, and I still have a couple more hours in the day to go, and I just feel like I look dull and tired and my makeup has started to kind of sag and drag down my face. So these are some of my tips and tricks of how to freshen up your makeup so that you look awesome. I was going to smack my lips, but they're all dry. That way you look awesome and fantastic and feel really comfortable in your skin as you go out through the rest of your day. So without further ado, because I am rambling and exhausted and look exhausted, let's get into the video. So I'd recommend taking a facial spray. I love the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray, and spraying it all over your skin to just rehydrate the skin and kind of meld your makeup so that it's almost like you're starting off with fresh skin. I wear powder as my foundation. I just do concealer and powder. So for me, this works. If you're someone who does wear really heavy foundation on the skin, I would recommend just going in with a makeup wipe, removing the areas where it's maybe gotten a little bit cakey, and honestly going back in with a damp beauty blender and your foundation and doing another layer. It'll look really nice and really flawless. But for me, something like this works wonders and makes my skin look really dewy and nice and ready to redo my makeup and add more powder. I love that spray so much, you guys. It smells so good and it makes my skin look so hydrated and fresh. And sometimes I'll go in with a beauty blender. Wow, I got my mirror all wet. Guess we're using the super zoomed in side. Wow, I do not want to see that. I like going in with a beauty blender too and just making sure that this is really absorbed into the skin and that there's not too much left over. And then I can also make sure that any areas that might have gotten a little bit chunky with powder get all cleared up. It's always right between my eyebrows, and it's because I was wearing glasses. So now what I would recommend is going back in with something like a concealer and doing spot concealing. And the reason that this works is because your skin is now dewy again, so you can go back in with cream products. Wow, this stupid mirror, you guys. I'm going to clean it on my leg. So just dot on the areas that need a little extra help and blend it out. I'm going to actually go in and use my sponge for this because it makes life a little bit easier. Now is the time where you can go back over your skin and set your face. And I'm actually going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Press Powder. I know, I have the powder right next to me and I really want to use it, but I'm trying to find a new powder. And I swear, you guys, I think this has like a film on it because I don't pick up like any product when I go into this. It must be super finely milled or something like that. But it looks really nice on the skin, and I really feel like it helps with shininess and setting the under eye and etc. I'm just too obsessed with the powder. I'm going back in with the powder. You guys know I love this. It's in every single video on my channel. Every 5 seconds I'm like, you guys, you need the powder. You need to buy it. No, seriously. You need the powder. You need it. It's so good. It's so good. And it's not too expensive, honestly. And it lasts a really long time. It's so nice. So now I'll kind of analyze my skin. So my skin still has a nice bronzy look to it. Just some of the blush and some of the brightness from my cheeks has gone away. So I'm going to just add a teeny bit more blush to the apples of my cheeks just to bring back a little bit of light and freshness to my skin. And then I'll go back in with a little more highlight because I love highlight. I mean, is there anyone who doesn't love highlight? And you guys know what I'm using because you know what I'm using. It's Prosecco Pop. It's the love of my life. Good old Prosecco. Now, if something like your eyebrows have gotten a little wonky throughout the day, I'd recommend just going through them with a brush or an eyebrow gel. Mine are so thin and so blonde that sometimes I just need to brush them out, and that's pretty much it. Mine are filled in today, but I'm just going to kind of rebrush them. And then moving on to the eyes. So the eyes for me is the biggest part that I want to redo, and some of the steps that I do are curling my eyelashes, maybe going in with a little bit more eyeshadow, and then reapplying mascara. So I've found that the Buxom Lash Mascara works so well. It layers on top of itself beautifully, and it doesn't look too clumpy upon second application throughout the day. And then for eyeshadow, I will apply this. That's what I was saying, is I can apply this on top and I know that, but I'm gonna go in and do eyeshadow first. So for me, one of the biggest ways to freshen up my makeup, especially if I'm going back out into the public, I'm burping, this is disgusting. If I'm going back out into the public, I like adding a little wing or adding something that's a little bit more attention drawing, so that if my skin is looking a little bit tired and dull from the rest of the day, I can bring attention back to my eyes. So I'm just picking up a neutral brown shade called Want You Back from the You Had Me at Hello palette. It's this one right here. And I'm going to just create a tiny wing using my ColourPop liner brush. And if I make any mistakes, or to clean it up a little bit, I'll just go in with a Q-tip. It looks great. Good job, Diana. First try, which means the other eye is going to be a pain in the butt. Sisters not twins, right, you guys? Sisters not twins. I'll make it a little bit shorter. Perfect. And then just to refreshen up my lid, I'm going to go back in with my lid color, which is the Sunset Boulevard K-Pop Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop. I have hit pan on this, and I also gave one of these away in my last giveaway. So to the person who won, I hope you are enjoying your Sunset Boulevard shadow, because I love it. I wear it all the time. And I'll also do a little bit on the lower lash line just to freshen that up too. So here's the thing, you guys. You can totally layer makeup on top of your makeup. It just goes a little bit faster and takes a little less effort, which is super duper nice. Just make sure everything is nicely blended. I think that's the biggest thing with reapplying makeup on top of your makeup, is you just want to make sure that it's blended and looks good and doesn't look too weird and cakey and stuff. So now we're going to just curl those eyelashes just to give them a little more oomph. They have stayed pretty curled all day. That's one of the things I love about this lash mascara, is it is a little bit of a drier formula, but it keeps them really nicely curled. And as you can see, kind of one eye versus the other. This is the eye I just curled, and this is the eye from earlier today. Still has a really nice shape to it. It just needs a little boost. And then something else you can do as well is apply liner to your upper waterline to make your lashes look a little darker and draw even more attention to the eyes, because that's what I'm doing. Love how crazy I look when I do that. I don't feel like I have crazy eyes like on the reg. Like sometimes you guys have seen me have crazy eyes and I'll watch footage back when I'm editing and be like, oh my gosh, I have crazy eyes. But I definitely have crazy eyes when I'm putting on liner. And whenever I talk about ColourPop, my eyes get like dilated because I get really excited about ColourPop. But I know it's not just me, it's all of us. So like I said, just layer your favorite mascara on top. And it just adds just that tiny little boost you can see between one eye and the other. It just adds a little bit of a pick-me-up to your lashes, which is so nice. So every once in a while I actually do get a little bit of flaking from this mascara. Not gonna lie to you guys. So just clean up any mascara flakes that you may have gotten. And now lips. I don't know what to do with my lips. All my lip product has come off. I was wearing the Glossier Leo little lipstick. This one. It's the Generation G lipstick. This was on my lips earlier today, but I feel like going in with Tootsie. It's a little bit more of a kind of rosy brown that's really, really pretty and has a little bit of those gray tones, and I feel like it would look really nice with these eyes and add a nice kind of natural color to my lips. And like I said, this is the shade Tootsie from ColourPop. So there you go, you guys. That is the finished look. That is my recommendations of how to layer makeup on top of makeup. Keep your skin nice and dewy and then remattify it if that's what you want to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what your tips and tricks are when you're applying makeup on top of itself. What are products that layer really well? What are products you really love? For me, the biggest staples I think would be the Buxom Lash Mascara and the Wowder are two products that layer so beautifully on top of itself, don't look cakey, don't look clumpy, just look really, really nice, and products that I just love reapplying all throughout the day. They do an amazing job. So those are my two that I'd recommend the most as my go-to, like, holy grail items for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos from me, you can click right over here, and if you want to stick around by subscribing, my little face is right here, and I hope you do subscribe because I have a giveaway going on right now, and I'm so pumped, and I hope you win, or I hope you enter to win, which would mean subscribing, so I hope you subscribe. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time on my channel. Bye, y'all!